All right, I am live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do a reading for fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, or anyone else who comes across this video. It's my intention there is something in here for everyone. Even if the main message doesn't apply necessarily, I could still say something that resonates with you, and also my readings are timeless. So I have pulled 3 cards from Wisdom of the Oracle, and then I will clarify with some other decks. And I have let the universe give me a message through Spotify for you, and that message, the song title is Paralyzer, which is interesting. Because when I try and get the song first. I try and remember to get the song first, and then I pull the cards. And at first I was like, oh, could be one thing, couldn't be another. And once I pulled the cards, I was like, oh, this has to do, I think, with you feeling paralyzed in your life, feeling kind of not sure which way to go, kind of stuck, and confused. So we start with the thinker, which is all about taking things at face value. That what you see in front of you is what's actually happening. That there's no need to read between the lines, because what's there is what is. And it can be about having some kind of strategy in how to move forward, being very logical in your decisions, in your thinking. And then we get deep knowing, which is talking about needing to read between the lines. It's so confusing. It's like, I pulled these cards and I'm like, these are basically saying the opposite thing. That there's more to a situation than it seems, that you need to trust your intuition and kind of look past the obvious. And I'm just like, what's going on here? This is so weird. It's confusing to me. It's interesting because I just had a conversation with a friend who happens to be Sagittarius. And this is something that I do where I tend to overthink. I tend to read between the lines. I'm like, what is that? What did that mean? Did that mean something? I don't know. And he was like, nah, it's all about face value. So this could be you and another person. But I don't know, I'm kind of getting that there are these 2 parts of yourself that you're trying to. Mm, the thought that's coming to me is you're trying to gain control over, which is interesting because the last reading I did for fire signs was around needing to release control. But there's definitely some confusion here, because then we get the orphaned card. And this is around, you can be feeling a deep sense of confusion, possibly loss, something around a community, a group of people, a particular person where it's kind of needing to let something go and being in a place of feeling the grief, feeling the remorse, feeling the loss, feeling confused. Maybe you're kind of being forced to walk away from something, but not all of you is ready to do that, and you're not sure, but I don't know. And maybe this is where the confusion is coming from, because it's like, particularly when we're in a situation where we're like, when it's matters of the heart, it can be confusing. And, sometimes we're like, okay, I'm going to just break this down logically. Here's A, B, and C. These things have happened. Okay, I'm certain that I know what to do. I know what happened, point blank, period. And then later on, another part of you comes in that's like, but these things were said, these things were done. There must have been more to it than what I thought. It can be confusing. I'm very confused. I'm interested. I'm curious to figure this out. It's a little bit of a conundrum. Like, I feel just as confused as you might be feeling. And yeah, again, the song Paralyzer. It's like, I feel like you're kind of just stuck, like not sure which way to go. So let's start with the good tarot. And we'll see what this has to say. Good tarot. Well, this is a good sign. This is about hope, inspiration. This is kind of picking up the pieces after the tower has fallen, after things have crumbled. I feel like this comes on the heels of this card. And it falls on the thinker. Oh, interesting. And they're both 8s. They both break down to an 8. I really got to learn my numerology. But ultimately, that your hope, your ability to look into the future is coming from this place of being able to be logical, to analyze the facts. And in those moments, you have the clarity and you're like, okay, I know that there's something better for me. I know that I'm going in the right direction. I know that whatever has disappeared from my life, whatever people or person, that it's for the best. And the 4 of Fire, this is a really good card. This is like celebration and enjoying spending time with people. I know there's more to it also. I'll look at the book in a minute. Bunch of 4s here, another 4. Wanting to find some kind of stability in this situation. Wanting to create some kind of structure. 4 of Earth. In this moment, it's coming to me that it's like needing to really own whatever feelings are coming up around the situation. However, whatever part you had to play in this changing, it's owning it, knowing that you did play a part and that it's important to release and let go. There's more to this as well. Let me look at the book. The 4 of Fire. We'll do this one first. A new creative phase. Celebration, pleasure, and harmony in relationships. So this lands on deep knowing. So it's like when you're starting a new creative phase, typically when we're being creative, when we're in that space, we are tapping into our intuition, to our inspiration, which is coming directly from our higher power. Maybe you had to be logical and be very strategic in moving away from some some person or people who weren't in alignment with you anymore, so that you can, and then once having done that, then you can tap into your intuition, into that deep knowing, that wisdom that is within you, to help move you towards the people who are in alignment with you, who are correct for you to be hanging out with, basically. That leads you to a place of celebration, not feeling sad and the loss anymore. That you can, process this, release it, and move forward with hope, because you know that there are better people coming along, and people in your soul tribe that you will connect with in a much deeper, much better way. And then Four of Earth. Yeah, so many fours here. It's very interesting. The beauty of divine order, trusting in a solid foundation. Also the ownership thing. I think this is about knowing that this all happened for a reason, that the universe has your back, that you had something to learn from the situation that you are going to leave, are in the process of leaving, have already left. And though it's been potentially very painful, it's been necessary, important, because it is leading you to a place where you're living your life on a much more solid foundation, maybe in a more structured way that works for you, not against you. I think where you've been coming from, where you are coming from, where you're about to be coming from, was not a solid foundation. When things leave our life, it happens for a reason. Because even if in the beginning we thought it was built on a solid foundation, that can change. Cracks appear in the foundation sometimes. Sometimes you need to break it all apart and start all over. All right. So let's go to Wisdom of Avalon. The Raven. Magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. This could be where the hope is coming from, that you keep seeing the signs that the universe is sending you, that there is a hand in this. Things kind of keep lining up in a magical way. Those synchronistic events where you meet the right person, you have that right conversation where you're like, okay, I am on the right path. And I think because this also falls here with the thinker, that I think they're very obvious coincidences, that they're things that you can't ignore, that you can't just be like, oh, it was just a coincidence. I mean, personally, I don't believe in those anyway, but it's like the the things aligning in such a magical way, it's very obvious. There's no need to read between the lines, because it's like, oh, yeah, this is exactly what this means. The Horse. Accepting help from another, delegating authority. People are being put on your path that want to help you, that want to assist you in whatever thing you want to do in your life, in whatever way you want to move forward. And they have good intentions, they have pure intentions. And knowing that you can hand things off to them, that you don't have to try and do everything yourself, that they are put there to help you carry the burden, to help you lighten the load. That this is where your deep knowing, your intuition is coming into the picture, where you because again, this is about reading between the lines, knowing there's more to a thing. So it could be that maybe at first someone coming in or people coming in, it didn't seem obvious that they're actually there with good intentions, that they want to help. Maybe you were so busy dealing with the other stuff that you were blind to it. Or maybe you're having a little bit of, I don't know, PTSD from what you've been through, and you're kind of like a little gun shy and needing to use your intuition to read between the lines, to see that there is more to this person or these people that are showing up. That it is safe to move forward confidently, quickly. There's so much, the movement with the horse is very forward focused. And the frog, cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage. This is what's required to build a more solid foundation. Releasing those old situations, those people that weren't showing up for you the way you deserve, the way you wanted. And being okay with it. Releasing emotional baggage is forgiving, is understanding that they were there in your life for a reason. It's learning the lesson, taking what you can from the situation, and then moving forward confidently, happily, magically. Okay. So then we have the Oracle Tarot. Couple shuffles here, and you get the star on top of the star. Is that upside down? It is. The star, hope, inspiration, nature. The star on top of the star. That's so cool. That is so cool. And yeah, the hope is coming from these synchronistic meetings and the magic that is clearly showing up in your life that cannot be ignored. You are being given so much hope for the future. It's cool. The star on top of the star. And those are major arcanas too. I mean, this is a situation that it's a big shift in your life. That if you have been paralyzed, you're going to be able to start moving again. This hope, this inspiration, these, tapping into your creativity and your intuition is just, it's moving you forward in such a powerful way. Unfulfilled expectations. Yeah, this is it's where you're coming from. The things weren't lining up. You weren't getting all the cups you deserve. You were left searching for more. And that's why it had to leave your life. And that's why you are being, moved forward by the universe in such a magical way. Because the universe is like, yeah, you kind of got stuck here on your 5 cups. You were like, 5 cups, sure, that's enough. How many cups does one person need anyway? And eventually you were like, no, this isn't enough. I do want more. And the universe is like, yeah, let me confirm that there is more for you, that you do deserve more, and then starts lining things up. Unexpected help. Unexpected help. Unexpected magical help from the new people that you're moving towards, or a new person. There could be, this one specifically talks about accepting help from another. And so it makes me think, like, there's one person in particular who is really important in on your path, in this journey. Maybe they've already kind of been there, but you weren't noticing them right away. And now the way things are lining up, you're like, oh, there is some magic in this situation. Somebody really does want to help me. They really, really do. And you celebrating that, maybe finally coming to that understanding. Maybe it was eluding you before because you were so caught up in, drama. Wow. Okay. It's very good. It's very nice. I like this reading. I was kind of confused at first. I'm getting it now. I'm getting it. I'm curious. Are you getting it? Creativity. Yeah. Creativity comes from that deep place in yourself. Maybe you have not been so in touch with your creative side, with your intuition, your deeper knowing, and now you're tapping into that. You're kind of regaining this sense of excitement. It's a renewed vigor and passion for what you want to do, for who you want to be, how you want to show up. And that is naturally affecting you. It's allowing your creative side to open up. It's allowing you to feel inspired. And that helps you find the balance. She's touching the moon, really connecting with your intuition. And that the light coming in, it's like the direct line to your higher power. Postponement. I kind of wonder if you're in a place, you're in a situation where you're still in the process of letting go, that you see the potential, you know that there's more for you, but you're still in this kind of gray area. You're still needing to release some emotional baggage, heal the past, heal yourself from whatever has gone down. where someone has left your life in some way. You see the potential, you know that there's so much more for you, but you're not quite ready to receive it yet or to embrace it. Awareness, gaining the awareness that you might have felt trapped before. And this is you coming to the understanding that you have the power within you to burn through any situation that is holding you back, that is keeping you trapped. Yeah, because that looks to me like it's blue flame. So it's like cold fire. Cold fire makes me think of being logical, using your logic and strategizing. That the way, your way out of this situation. And this figure is very different from the one behind. This figure is has kind of a feminine face. I don't know. Could just be Buddha. But this figure is wise. This is you having gotten in touch or about to get in touch with your deeper knowing and being able to burn your way out of this situation very logically, very concisely, strategically. And once you come through this veil that you've been trapped behind, then you can move forward. No more postponing your true happiness and fulfillment. You can actually move into the world of color, where there is someone waiting for you. There is someone who is there to show up for you, to help support you, encourage you, maybe guide you. They definitely want to help you. Okay. I was told yesterday to pull out my my spirit animal oracle deck. So I'm just going to use this as these cards as the final message. Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. So remembering that it's just as important to give as to receive, that it's always a balance. It's always a back and forth, that whoever shows up that wants to help you, give back. Show them you appreciate them. Be grateful. Gratitude is a huge gift. When someone is wanting to give you something, something material, for example, to just graciously receive it is such a gift for that person. Because so often people who are actually genuinely giving, it feels really good to them. They really want to give you something, and because they want to make you happy. And when you receive it graciously and gratefully, it's like, I know for me, I'm just like, yay, made them happy and they liked it. And, like it's an exchange. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. Again, we have this generosity message, giving of yourself, showing up and giving in whatever way the situation calls for. Generous of spirit. That also speaks to me of being open, being vulnerable, not being closed off, but sharing your light, sharing your strength, sharing your wisdom, sharing your vision. We have whale spirit, trust the great mystery. Yeah. Trust the magic. Trust that everything is lining up exactly as it's supposed to, at exactly the right time and the right way. Having faith and hope. Let's grab both of those because we got two of them. It's really important. What is it? An inspiration. So much inspiration here. So much inspiration that you're being moved into this new way of being, this new place in your life. This is really big. I mean, this is a major arcana as well. Trust the great mystery. It's interesting because in the regular tarot, card number 3 isn't this the Empress? I think it is. Yeah. Trust the great mystery. The Empress is very trusting. It's beautiful. Yay! Yay, fire signs. You're moving into a whole new amazing time in your life. And yes, there are some bumps in the road. There usually are. But you're going to make it through just fine, and there is help on the way if it hasn't come already. So, all right. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and night and tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.